Hello, welcome. Let us understand the difference between Git and GitHub and how they work together. Many people get confused between Git and GitHub. Some people think Git and GitHub are same, but they are not actually same. They are different and they work together to accomplish a certain task. Here, Git is a tool on your PC or a computer, whereas GitHub is a website which is on the internet. It is hosted on some server and you can access it using internet. Git here tracks changes to your file. It keeps the version of your file. Here GitHub hosts or saves the file, but here GitHub stores the tracked file. Whatever the file you push from here, it will be stored here on the GitHub. To work on Git alone, you do not need a internet connection. But if you want to access GitHub, you need a internet connection. Without internet, you cannot access the GitHub. Here on your PC, Git is installed and you can work with that tool alone. Here, GitHub is mainly used for collaboration with the remote teams. For example, let us say one project, there are multiple people working on it. Let us say the here developer 1 working from Bangalore. Let us say another developer is working from US. Let us say another developer is working from UK. But you need to collaborate, right? You are working on the same project. In that case, you can push your code to the GitHub and everybody can access whatever you have pushed here, right? Everybody who is working on that project, who have access, they can access and look into the code that you have pushed, right? It works as a collaboration tool. So GitHub helps in collaboration. That is, you can work with remote teams. Here Git is a command line tool. Here GitHub is a web platform. Now how they work together is, here you work on the certain project, right? You make a certain changes. That is, you start coding on your project and all the versions will be tracked here. Whatever changes you make. And once you make the changes locally, you will push the code. Later we will understand in detail practically what is the push operation. But pushing is, you are moving your code, whatever you written here, to GitHub. Similarly, other developers also will be pushing the code to the GitHub, right? So you can pull that code or fetch it, right? So that you can have a look at the changes made by other developers. This GitHub also works as a backup for your code, right? It is stored here in the online repository. It can be accessed by anyone. Also, the GitHub repository you can share it with multiple people who are working on your project, right? So you can collaborate with the team members. So now we have understood what is the difference between Git and GitHub and how they work together to accomplish the task. We will continue our discussion in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.